And we have another guest at the witness table, and you are?
Michael Lucci, Illinois Policy Institute.
Okay, if you could please testify briefly.
Certainly. So we are testifying on behalf of more economic opportunity in the state, also savings for taxpayers. This is significant cost to taxpayers. The reason we're opposed to this bill is we don't think that it's touching a lot of the main issues that do need to be touched. Workers' Compensation Research Institute report, which details the max and min benefits for total temporary disability, permanent partial disability, all these items. They have us ranked as the third highest in the country for the max on TTD. They have us ranked as the fourth highest in the country for the minimum replacement rate on TTD. And I would point out, if the minimum wage in the state of Illinois goes up, then the minimum wage replacement for TTD will also go up significantly because it's tied directly to the minimum wage. What has happened with some of these minimums that we have for TTD and then PTD in particular is folks end up getting more take-home pay when they're on workers' comp than when they're actually on the job. That's because they get 100% of their wage replaced, and it's untaxed on some of these workers' comp parts, specifically in the PTD and the TTD. So this is not a good incentive for workers. It's not good for businesses. It carries on costs significantly. The other item that we think, I think has been studied but should be studied and considered more in this legislation is the item with physician dispensing. There's very good research from Johns Hopkins researchers saying this is leading to the overprescription of opioids. And when you have the overprescription of opioids, you have people staying off work significantly longer than when they go to a physician that does not directly sell the opioids to the worker. So this is, in our opinion, very anti-worker that these workers are being exposed to the overprescription of opioids because there's a financial incentive to overprescribe opioids. So I know that there's the idea of a formulary. In other states, they've just flat out said physician dispensing can't occur outside of the first couple days of an injury, so you could get the emergency care, but after that, you have to go to a pharmacy. And other states, particularly when Florida did that, they saw the prescription of these opioids from physicians drop dramatically after they made that legal change.
The study you mentioned that had us ranked number 3 on a couple of things, were we ranked lower than 8 on other things by chance?
So the Workers' Comp Research Institute report, it's just looking at our maximum TTD replacement benefit. It's not looking at a total cost. It's not looking at, for example, the medical cost. It's just looking at the wage replacement costs. I do think that there is evidence that these other gentlemen have mentioned that on a number of medical benefits, we are significantly higher, 300% higher. So we would ask, if we're 300% higher than Medicare, why are we looking at a 10% cut? And on that item, we would push more towards looking at group health reimbursement rates or Medicare reimbursement rates, real transactional rates in the market as the basis for the fee schedule rather than billed or charged rates.
But my point was if we're ranked 3 on a couple of cost drivers,
sure,
the TTD and whatnot, but we're ranked 8th overall, that suggests we would be significantly lower than 8 on other things, which might suggest we're doing some things better.